2 of the night about to get underway as we see the Oregon Ducks making their way into the arena for the game against Duke. In the booth with me, David Ware. David, how you doing, buddy?
Man, I am doing good. I'm ready for a ball game tonight.
I think we both are. CSBA is back to start the week. You know, saw Kansas beat USC by 30 here, so hoping to see a good one. Duke coming off that upset win over UNLV last week. Oregon continuing their stellar play and a win last week. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Well, you know, last week I got to broadcast or help announce one of the Oregon games. Saw Scooby Lewis just really turn on a good game, and Johnny Ward as well. So lots of high-profile scoring for Oregon, getting their way, pushing the ball, and I'm looking forward to do the same thing tonight.
Yeah, we'll see the starting lineups there. Duke going to line up with Fable Battle, Jonell Ritter, Stephen Marquis, Time Lord, and Doug Ole. Oregon's going to roll out Dan Gleasack, Scooby Lewis, Joseph Babich, Johnny Ward, and Devin Davis. So same lineup from Oregon that we've seen. Duke going to roll out a little different of a lineup. They're going to move Ritter to the 2 here. Marquis is going to start at small forward, and Time Lord is going to enter the starting lineup. So interesting lineup for Duke, but kind of got to start your best when you're playing against a team like Oregon.
Yeah, if you don't give everything you got for Oregon, you are going to get behind early.
We'll see the tip. We'll see how this game pans out. The tip is won by Devin Davis. The ball's with Gleasack now in the backcourt as he dribbles across half court here at home. Gleasack working against Fable Battle up top. Looks like they're going to go to Lewis. Lewis three-pointer from the wing, and the Ducks strike first on the Lewis 3.
That's picking right up where they left off last week with a huge start, and there's Scooby Lewis doing what he does best.
Scooby Lewis can hurt you inside, he can hurt you outside, so something for Duke to be able to defend that. Johnny Ward comes up with the steal. Gleasack with the ball up top working against Fable Battle. Gleasack going to dribble right into the key, gets it back to Lewis, three-pointer top of the key. Good again, Lewis, our hot start, got 2 for 2. That's actually going to be a 2-pointer there, but 2 for 2 for Lewis.
Lewis, a hot start tonight, and that's exactly what Oregon needs to get their confidence going and get momentum going. And they're hard to stop once they get rolling.
They are really hard to stop. Jonell Ritter's going to fire a 3 from the top of the key. He can't get it to go. Good defense by Lewis there. Babich pulls down the rebound for Oregon, and they're fast. Johnny Ward's going to pull a 3, can't get it to go, and Ritter pulls the rebound down.
Yeah, Ward did a great job whenever Lewis was on the bench last week. Ward is picking up the scoring, and it just, never let off the gas whatsoever.
Ritter gets blocked there by Davis. Oregon going in transition. The ball out of bounds. Going to stay with Oregon. But Ritter's become a guy that it's kind of become a household name here at Duke, David, in his second season.
He definitely plays some pesky defense.
Yeah, Ritter is their defensive leader as the ball down with Devin Davis, goes up with the left hand, can't finish, gets his own board. Pump fakes once, and gets blocked by Doug Ole. The ball with Johnny Ward now at the top. Oregon's going to get a second or third chance. Babich with 5 seconds left gets a pick and roll from Davis and pulls up the jumper, and Babich gets to go.
That was great second chance points. A lot of great effort there by Oregon to continue to just push it and get some points on the board.
Timeout Duke. The Blue Devils are down 7-0 here on the road. We'll take a quick timeout. 6:16 left in the first quarter. CSBA on Twitch will grab that. So back to Eugene, Oregon. David, one of the best courts that I think we have on the CSBA here at Oregon. And the Ducks off to a quick start as Ritter steps back court.
You know, we were talking about Johnny Ward and Scooby Lewis. Johnny Ward is averaging 9 points a game to complement Scooby Lewis's 13.5 points a game. So definitely a great combo, and when you add Devin Davis, it's a hard trio to stop.
It is, and you bring Gleasack can provide offense as well. You bring Cooksey off the bench who does that, who shoots the ball extremely well. So Oregon a very tough team to guard. It's the ball with Scooby Lewis down low. Can't get the layup to go, rebounded by Ole, so Blue Devils are going to stop. Bad pass there as Devin Davis steals that. Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah, Duke just needs to get some points, though. They've got to get some points on the board and get something going. They can't let Oregon continue to take this.
I agree. The game is going to Oregon's pace right now as they go to Davis down low. He spins, goes baseline, and finishes. And it's 9-0 Oregon. Like you said, Duke just needs to see the ball go through the hoop.
Yeah, and the thing I love about Oregon is they set their goals and they say, hey, look, we're going to drive, we're going to get in the paint, and that's what they do. And they're hard to stop.
Battle misses the three-pointer there. Johnny Ward, the rebound, pushes quickly. Gleasack, three-pointer from the wing. That's good. Got it to go. And Oregon's on a 12-0 run to start this one.
Yeah, Duke's going to have to do something to stop this momentum because this is not going to go well for them if they can't stop it quick.
Marquis with the ball in the wing, going to get a screen from Ole here. Marquis going to pull a three. That's up and no good. Rebound pulled down, tipped and pulled down by Ole, who gets the layup, blows the layup, and Devin Davis gets the rebound. Off goes Oregon quickly here. Babbage pulls the three-pointer, top of the key, can't get it to go. Rebound Ritter.
And Ritter is their leading scorer at 15 points a game. He's got to help lead this offense right now and get some points on the board.
Marquis fires a three. That's up, no good. Rebounded by Davis. Duke was talking a lot, David, after their big win last week. They look like they forgot to show up early here.
Yeah, it's not looking good. They've got to come out, though, and they've still got time. Lots of game left, but if they don't get points on the board, it's going to get ugly, and Oregon's not going to let up. That's what we see each and every week. They never stop.
They don't. It's 12-0 right now. Scooby Lewis trying to drive in, pull up jumper, no good. Rebounded Davis, goes up, finishes, and gets the foul on Marquis. So Davis going back to the line, and Oregon on a 14-0 run with the starting group. It looks like Duke's going to throw some subs in to try to get something going here.
Yeah, and if you're Oregon, I mean, this is going to go in the and one. Everything's going Oregon's way right now for sure.
Yeah, they're at home, and one of the toughest things to do is play on the road. So, Oregon, we've seen teams in this league, the good teams in this league, start games slow. The better team of the two start games slow, and it's why they lose games. And Oregon just, they saw what Duke did to UNLV last week, and they're just saying not us.
Yeah, and Davis is not the guy you want to send to the line. This is his 8th shot at the free throw on the season, and he is now 8 for 8. So he doesn't really miss from the line.
Davis, a very good free throw shooter at the center spot. Duke's going to take another timeout. It's 15-0 Oregon here. We'll take a quick timeout. 4:05 left in the first. CSB on Twitch. We'll be right back. Back to the forest here, Eugene, Oregon, deep in the woods, as Duke's found themselves in a deep hole here, 15-0 deficit.
Yeah, and right now just nothing's falling for them, and defensively not able to really do much anything against Oregon's offense.
They go alley-oop to Boyd, he can't get that to go. Rebound pulled down by Santos, who gets it ahead to James for a dunk, and it's 17-0 Oregon, and this is David, I don't know if we've seen a run to open the game like this.
I mean, it's if you're Duke, it's not something you want to see, that's for sure. Oregon is just really just playing a little catch and toss and just wide open shots, really. It's crazy how they're just enforcing whatever they want.
Scott can't get the jumper to go. Boyd gets the rebound and puts it in, so get Duke on the board 17-2. We'll see if that can get him off the schneid here.
But they got to make a stop on defense. It's good they got 2 points, but if they can't get Oregon to miss a shot or maybe force a turnover, they're going to continue to fall further in the hole.
Pick and roll with Devin Davis and Grayson James. A little interesting center-on-center pick and roll as James fadeaway jumper's up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Matthews. So there's your stop. We'll see if they can convert. They go to Jordan Scott. Jordan Scott goes up for the layup, so a good transition bucket there from Duke.
Oh, Duke come out of the timeout. They've scored 2 baskets now, and they've stopped Oregon from scoring. Maybe they're fixing to turn this game around. They just got to continue to make Oregon, have tough shots.
Devin Davis can't get the jump hook to go. He got double teamed. Richard Thomas grabs the rebound for Duke, gets it ahead to Boogie Williams. We'll see if this Duke bench can continue to chip away at that lead as Williams driving in. Gets into the paint, gets fouled by Greg Cooksey, so good attack there by Boogie as he'll go to the line for 2. And, a little better play so far in the last minute or 2 from Duke.
Absolutely. You got to love what Boogie Williams just did there. If you're missing a lot of shots, get to the free throw line. Some easy shots there. And Boogie Williams, who's had a pretty good run this season, he is 100 – no, I'm sorry. He hasn't made a single free throw this season yet. I apologize. So he needs to make one of these right now, though.
Yeah, I agree. His free throws are important. He misses his first. So 17-4. Steve Cobb's going to check into the game for Devin Davis. So bench from both teams, their full benches are in now. Boogie Williams' second free throw incoming here for Duke. Duke scored the last 4 points here after a 17-0 Oregon run to open the game. But the Duke bench is trying to chip away at that lead. Williams misses both, and Oregon grabs the board.
And that's really critical. They needed to hit those free throws. That could have been a 6-0 run that really gets momentum going in their favor and can really help deflate Oregon a little bit, but they weren't able to convert.
And Cooksey on the other end hits the open three. You can't leave Greg Cooksey open. He's arguably the best shooter in our league.
He is definitely a player that you have to keep your hands on at all times.
So the ball with Thomas out top, gets it down low to Boyd. Boyd trying to work against Grayson James, goes up with the left-hand foul. So Duke being aggressive, getting to the line, now they just got to convert.
Yeah, I love it. You know, if they can put Oregon in some foul trouble, they're going to have to really kind of turn down their defense a little bit. I think it's great. It's a great approach. It's a way to slowly chip away.
Carson Boyd, the freshman center for Duke, started last week, I believe. Comes off the bench this week to help this Duke second unit. So we'll see if he can hit both free throws here. First free throw from Carson Boyd up, no good. So right now Duke is just not converting their opportunities. And, you know, it's kind of what got them down in this hole in the first place.
Yeah, and, you know, the two guys that have got to the line for Duke, Boogie Williams hadn't shot a free throw this season yet, and Carson Boyd had only shot one before this game. So you'd like to see maybe some more of the experienced guys get to the line, but, hey, you got to get your experience somewhere.
Yeah, 20-5 after the Boyd free throw is good there. But maybe the bench play kind of inspires the starters, and, you know, they figure out that they can attack.
Yeah, and they just got to keep their foot on the gas right here and keep chipping away one possession at a time. They can't look at the deficit and give up. They got to keep chipping away.
Greg Cooksey, three-pointer, got it again. Cooksey 2 for 2 to start this game. I feel like we say that every week, David. Cooksey 2 for 2 at some point.
Yeah, and right now he's the only one making shots for Oregon right now in the last several possessions down the court.
Yeah, he's most of their bench scoring goes through Greg Cooksey, one of the best pure shooters in the CSBA. The ball with Jordan Scott on the wing. Scott drives right into the key, goes up, blocked by Grayson James. Diego Santos recovers that one, goes quickly ahead to Cooksey. Cooksey goes up for the layup, and Oregon now on a 5-0 run.
Yeah. Greg Cooksey is really just doing his best right now to keep momentum going in Oregon's favor, and you got to love a bench player like Cooksey.
Yeah, I would definitely love him if he was on my bench for sure. As Jordan Scott drives in, goes up with a one-handed flush. He looked angry on that one.
That was a great dunk right there. Great attitude to go to the hole aggressively and get 2 points.
Diego Santos with the ball now backs back out. Santos gets the screen, gets it over to Cobb. Looks like they're looking for Cooksey again. Jordan Scott doing a good job there. Defending him is Grayson James now with the ball, goes to the post. Fadeaway jumper, Grayson James, that's up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Siegler, and he gets the putback.
Oregon, even with the big lead, they're still fighting. They're still getting the offensive rebounds. You got to love it.
27-7. Duke's going to hold for one here. Jordan Scott with the ball. Let's see who they try to go to. Looks like Joe Matthew coming off the screen. Jordan Scott comes off Boyd, fires up 30-footer. That's up no good. And at the end of the first quarter, it was Oregon 27, Duke 7. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back and talk about the first quarter. CSB on Twitch. We'll be right back. Back to Eugene, Oregon. David, 27-7. Oregon opens the first quarter, dominating so far. What's Duke got to do to get back into the game?
Well, you know, they started out slow, and they started to pick it up. They started to drive. They were getting to the free throw line. They just need to continue to be aggressive and, again, just take it one possession at a time and get some of their veterans to the free throw line.
Yeah, they are a young team, so that could be playing into this as well. I know that they have a few freshmen on the floor right now. Jonell Ritter's really probably going to have to step up and lead this team.
Ritter, of course, being the leading scorer, they really need him to come out here and lead this offense. And then Marquise at 11 points a game as well. They need to get him going.
Ritter fires a three from the corner, can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Grayson James. Not a great position to open the quarter for Duke. Steve Cobb with the ball. Tries to go past, now gets it down to Johnny Ward. Layup, no good. Rebound to Time Lord.
We haven't seen them really push the ball to Doug Oley yet either, so I'd like to see them get him the ball some.
Nice pass from Fable Battle down to Carson Boyd, who gets fouled from behind, so there's a little bit of that aggressiveness there, as Boyd's going to go back to the line for a second trip.
And hopefully he can convert on these. You know, Duke really needs some points right now, and converting at the free throw line definitely would help their momentum.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely need to convert their free throws so far. I think they're 1 for 4 in the game, so they need to do a better job from the line if they're going to get there. We'll see if Carson Boyd could do that. He split his free throws on his first trip to the line. Looks like some starters going to check back in for both teams here. Oregon's entire starting unit looks like they're going to be back in, minus maybe Devin Davis. Carson Boyd's first free throw is good. Marquis going to check back in. You mentioned his 11 points per game need to get going here pretty quick for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and Carson Boyd, he's having an opportunity to contribute early. He averages 6 points a game. He's getting these free throw shots. He's getting to the hole. And so they're getting a little bit more production from him than what they would normally get, and he just needs to take advantage of that.
Yeah, Boyd hits both there, so good job there converting both. Scooby Lewis the ball for Oregon and across half court for the Ducks, guarded by Jonell Ritter, swings it over to Cobb. Marquis locking up on him. Looks like they try to go backdoor to Lewis, well played by Ritter. Cobb comes off a screen, working against Time Lord. Duke playing a good defensive possession so far. Gets it over to Scooby Lewis. Ritter doing his best. Lewis left hand, no good. Reed right there. Babbage with the thunderous putback dunk.
Wow, that was a great putback. You know, and it's frustrating for Duke because they had a great defensive possession.
Yeah, it's one of those heartbreakers where you play well for 24 seconds of the shot clock and then you give that up. So got to limit that. But Marquis goes right around the screen and throws down one of his own.
He said, hey, we're not done yet. Here we come.
Yeah, Duke. We saw the fight in Duke against UNLV last week, pulling off that upset. So definitely a team that is going to fight the entirety of the game. But they go backdoor to Babbage, who throws down another one. That's 2 in a row. Scooby Lewis is fired up.
That may be the State Farm assist of the game right there. That was a pretty nice alley-oop.
Yeah, I think that might be as well. Lewis throwing that one to Babbage as Ritter with the ball. Thought he was going to go to Time Lord there. He goes to Battle instead. Three-pointer, top of the key. Fable Battle drills that one.
That was a good three-pointer there. One thing I love about Scooby Lewis is he is very flashy. He can score. He can also pass just as well, and he does whatever it takes for Oregon's offense to move.
Yeah, with that mohawk, he's definitely flashy, right? Some of the best hair in the league. Has the ball now with Gleesack on the wing. Guarded by Battle. Gleesack spins, tries to get to the middle, pull-up jumper from the free throw line. They got that one to go.
That was a great shot right there. He had a hand in his face, but was able to convert. That was a good job for Oregon.
Timeout Duke. Oregon up 33-14. 5:30 left in the half. CSBA. We'll be right back. Here to Eugene. Oregon playing a great game so far, David. They're on top by 19 against Duke. The Blue Devils have yet to make the adjustments needed.
Yeah, you know, they've started to claw their way back in, but they got to just continue to go. They keep kind of letting up a little bit.
Yeah, you mentioned getting Ole involved. They get him involved right there. He gets blocked from Davis, but then gets his own rebound and puts it back in for 2.
And they need the big man down there just filling the lane up a little bit.
Rebounded by Duke off the Gleesack miss. Battle trying to get by him. Now Battle bounce pass down to Time Lord. Blocked by Devin Davis. That's what he's down there for. Scooby Lewis 3 on the other end. No good. Davis trying to grab the rebound. Lewis comes down with it and fires up a tough one. And Ole clears the rebound. The ball with Jonell Ritter. Over to Doug Ole on the wing. Looks like they're looking for Marquis. They get the handoff to Marquis. He tries to drive. Blocked by Scooby Lewis. So Oregon's defense just as good as their offense.
Scooby Lewis doesn't let up no matter what side of the court he's on.
There's a block by Ole there. We saw him do that against UNLV a few times last week. Errant alley-oop there to Ole. Battle comes down with it. A little sloppy play from both teams here in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, but Duke tried to make up for it with a bad pass and got a second chance, but just could not convert.
Johnny Ward now in the mid-post working against Jonell Ritter. Faces up twice. Pull-up jumper up and good. Johnny Ward. That's a nice shot. Johnny Ward's a great accessory to like you said, to Scooby Lewis and Devin Davis.
Oh, he is. And he's someone, when you think of Oregon, you think of Devin Davis and Scooby Lewis, and that's your focus, but you can't lose Ward.
Jonell Ritter with a nice pump fake, got Scooby Lewis in the air, draws the contact and finishes. So Ritter will go to the line to try to convert a three-point play. That's Ritter's first bucket of the game.
And that's what he needs to do. I mean, he is the leader of this offense. He has got to get to the line and get some points.
Yeah, definitely. He's got to get going. He's somebody that I've enjoyed watching play this season so far. He's definitely one of the breakout candidates. So far through 2 weeks, he's got a tough matchup with Scooby Lewis guarding him tonight. He gives up a lot of height and athleticism to Lewis, but if he can get going, that's going to be big to do.
Yes, absolutely. And that was actually only his second free throw of the season that he has attempted. So they really need Ritter to just hit the lane more and try to make things happen.
Abich goes down to Lewis for the backdoor layup. It's 37-18. Ritter now with the ball for Duke, trying to cut into the lead a little bit here. Guarded by Lewis, he gets double teamed. He goes over to Richard Thomas. Looks like they're going to run Fable Battle off the screen to get it to Battle off the handoff. He tries to drive, goes up, fouled, and can't get the bucket to go. But I kind of like what Duke's doing right now. They're running that handoff play on the other end, David, and they're really getting into the lane and being aggressive.
Yeah, and that's what it's taken. They're slowly chipping away. And they're wearing Oregon down. They're slowing the tempo of the game down. Oregon likes to run fast, and Duke's not letting that happen. So let's see how this affects the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, for sure. Fable Battle, the freshman, one of the good recruits there from Duke, one of the top point guard freshmen coming into this season. Duke did a great job landing him as his first free throw is good. He's going to be a guy, Dave, that is the future of this Duke program.
Yeah, and he is averaging 6 points a game and 3.5 assists a game as well. So, he's getting a lot of possessions where the ball comes through him, and that's what it's going to be fun to see what happens as he, gets a little bit older and matures on the court.
Yeah, for sure. As he hits both free throws there. It's 37-20. Santos with the ball for Oregon. Bench into the game for the Ducks minus Devin Davis, who stays in. Santos trying to drive against Battle. Gets stopped there. Now kicks it out to Siegler. They're going to go pick and roll with Grayson James. Boogie Williams guarding Siegler here. Now they're going to go pick and Williams for Devin Davis as they run that to perfection, and Davis gets an easy layup.
Davis is a monster down low. He's a monster on offense, on defense. He averages 3 blocks a game. I feel like he's already got about 5 tonight, but he's a force on both sides of the ball. Yeah, he is, and he made that arc change to center this year, and it's really helped Oregon.
Oregon was a team that wasn't able to utilize Devin Davis as well as they wanted to, so the arc change has been really big for him.
He is definitely making the most of it, that is for sure.
Ole over to Joe Matthew, comes off a screen. Now back up top to Williams. Over to Jordan Scott. 2 seconds left. Scott pull up 3. That's up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Luke Siegler.
Yeah, I'd like to see them get Ole the ball down low and see if they can't get Davis in some foul trouble.
Yeah, if Davis is going to play extended minutes, you kind of got to attack him, right? So I agree with that for sure. Siegler, the ball in the wing, goes down to Davis. Now down to Santos, blocked from behind, or maybe blocked by the rim, not really sure. Greg Cooksey now with the ball at the top of the key. Goes down to Siegler on the backdoor cut for the dunk. And Oregon running their sets to perfection.
Yeah, somebody lost their defender there. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, communicating is probably the hardest thing to do in basketball. So when you make teams talk through screens, they're going to lose you inevitably. And that's what we saw right there from Duke. So well done from Oregon.
Yeah, you got to love... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
You just got to love, Oregon's, missed a couple shots, but they just keep coming right back and keeping the foot on the gas. You got to love it.
Yeah, reverse layup from Seago. Can't get it to go. Pretty move, but couldn't finish. Boogie Williams clears the rebound for Duke. Gets it ahead to Joe Matthew here as they're going to run a set. Now over to Williams on the wing, working against Siegler. Let's see if they try to go to Ole here. Williams drives in the key, pull-up jumper. That's up. Rattles in and out. No good. Rebound Davis.
Yeah, and that is a shot you don't want to miss. I mean, that's one that's very frustrating for sure.
Yeah, when you got those short ones, definitely want to convert those. Santos drives left. Looks like they're going to go down to Grayson James. They do, with Richard Thomas guarding him. James takes 2 dribbles. Right-hand jump hook is good. So Oregon taking advantage of the size mismatch.
And that's a set play they run a lot last week. Santos coming to the left and going down, passing down. They run that quite a bit last week and had a lot of success. So Duke has got to be able to stop that.
Yeah, for sure. Williams with the ball goes down to Ole, or tries to, almost stolen. But Ole gets a pump fake once. Thought he was going to go up there, a little far away maybe for him. As Scott with the ball now, 3 seconds left. Goes down to Thomas. Thomas going to have to fire one up. Awkward looking shot, in and out, no good. Rebound James.
You got to love that they got the ball down low, though, at least. They just really need to try to get a little bit better shot out of it.
Cooksey can't get the 3 to go. Davis gets the rebound, bullies his way down low, and gets fouled by Ole. So Devin Davis will go to the line for 2, where you mentioned he hasn't missed one all year.
Yeah, and it kind of looked like he pushed off a little bit there, but I guess the refs didn't see it. But he's going to the line to try to get some more points.
Yeah, he definitely looked like he used that elbow there to clear some space, but no call there by the refs, and Davis is going to get 2 free throws here, try to push this lead to 25.
And again, Davis is really instrumental in this Oregon's offense and defense. He's getting 6.5 rebounds per game, 3 blocks, 1.5 steals. So he is just all over the place. And that's on top of his 11.5 points a game.
Yeah, he's definitely a double-double threat every night for this Oregon team as he hits the first free throw there.
Yeah, he leads Oregon in their efficiency at a 43 as well. So he is definitely the most important player as far as momentum.
Yeah, great point there on the efficiency. Very, very cool stat to track there. As he hits both free throws, so still remains perfect on the season. Duke's going to hold for 1 here. Jordan Scott going to come off a screen. Scott's going to have to pull a 3. 3 is up at the buzzer. Got it to go, so a good way to end the half for Duke there.
If you're going to go into halftime, I mean, you might as well go with a nice shot. It's a 22-point game, but after it was 17-0, it could have been a lot worse. So you got to be happy that Duke was able to bring it back a little bit.
Yeah, somebody said in chat that after 17-0, it's actually been a pretty good game. So, but we'll take a quick break as we go to halftime here, and we'll come back and talk about the half in a minute here. So CBSA Twitch. We'll be right back. David, looking at the halftime stats, Oregon's dominating every facet of the game. 12-2 in assists is something that really sticks out to me. Oregon doing a good job sharing the ball. Duke needs to do a better job with their ball movement.
They do, and Marquise and Ritter have got to find a way to get more involved. They're 2 big stars on offense, and I think between them they've got 4 points, so or 5 points, excuse me. So they've got to find a way to get more involved for this offense.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see if they can do that in the second half. Devin Davis, player of the half, 9 points, 10 rebounds at the half, go along with 3 blocks. So great first half by the junior center for Oregon. The ball with Fable Battle up top. 10 seconds left. Battle gets in. Nice pass to Ritter. Gets the pump fake and the bucket. Ritter's done that a couple times. This time he gets Davis in the air.
Yeah, and I guess the coach talked to Ritter, said, "Look, you're the star. You got to move the offense." And here he comes. He pushes it down low, gets a good play there, and the foul and one. So let's see if he can't convert.
Yeah, I mean, when you're Ritter and you're on a team with, on the court right now, I believe there's 3 freshmen on the court. So when you're on the court with 3 freshmen, you kind of just got to be that leader. Granted, he's only a sophomore, but he's got to grow up a little fast on this Duke team. Granted, being that they're so young.
And he's got the playmaking ability to do that. It takes a little bit of time, but I think he'll be just fine.
Good start to the half for Ritter as he converts the 3-point play. So Duke opens the half with 3 points here. Going to be tough to come back from that 17-point run to start the game, but anything could happen in a half of basketball, right? So we'll see if Duke can do that. As Scooby Lewis goes down to Johnny Ward, working against Ritter. Ward now going to pull it back out, 5 on the shot clock, over to Lewis. Lewis going to take one dribble left, now back right, fadeaway jumper up, and no good. Rebound pulled down by Ole.
I'm not really liking what Ward did there when he's down low. He had a shot to try to make a play, and it just came right back out. Wasn't too big of a fan of that, but you got to love it. Duke stops him from scoring, and they come back and get 2 more points.
They do. On the other end, they will battle dishes to Doug Ole for 2 points. So Duke on a 5-0 run to start the half. Gleasack with the ball over to Johnny Ward in the corner, guarded by Time Lord. They're going to come off the screen. Ward is. They get to switch onto Ole. Ward going to attack here. Gets stolen from Marquis. Pushes ahead to Ritter. Ritter one-on-one with Scooby Lewis. Pull-up jumper up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Davis.
You got to love the adjustments that Duke made at halftime. They're coming out. They're making some plays on defense and making some shots.
Gleasack gets the layup there, so it's 47-28. I would have liked to see Ritter maybe attack there on that last possession, given the 5-0 run that they're on. But he seemed to take the easy road there on that pull-up. But definitely good adjustments at halftime as Devin Davis gets his 4th block of the game. Johnny Ward now pushes over to Gleasack. Gleasack driving right into the key, goes up, floater up and good. So Gleasack starting to get involved here.
And Oregon, after not giving up 5 points unanswered in the second half, they're on a 4-0 run, but really they're kind of taking the momentum that Duke started to get, and they're taking it right back.
Yeah, for sure. It's 49-28 here as we're in the timeout. Devin Davis has 4 blocks in the game so far. He's definitely my player of the game thus far into the game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it feels like he's got more than 4 blocks. He is just all over. If there's a defensive play, he is right there at it.
Right, yeah. Ole over to Fable Battle, who drives left. Now gets it stripped almost by Davis. Now he's going to get tied up by Devin Davis. So here comes the point guard versus center jump ball that we all love.
We might see the the underdog point guard get it here. Who knows?
I would love to see it. I mean, we've seen it before. Devin Davis is a little heavy-footed, but not to. Oh, well, he does win it. Ritter in the right spot at the right time. Davis won it back, but Ritter was right there and he steals the layup.
Does Davis get the assist on the play?
I think he should. I don't know. I don't know if they credited him, but he definitely should get the assist. As Oregon takes a timeout.
You do got to love, though. Duke is doing a good job in the second half. They're playing some good defense. They're executing on offense, and it's a 19-point game, and they've got a lot of momentum going their way right now.
Yeah, they sure do. If Davis comes up a assist shot of a triple-double, we'll definitely give that one to him. But yeah, Ritter was just in the right spot, so pays to be in the right spot. Scooby Lewis with the ball, drives in, gets fouled hard by Ole. Ole sends him to the floor, so Lewis will go to the line for 2. But that's what Scooby Lewis is really so good at, is just attacking. He's really strong.
And the referees just confirmed that was a Jeff Mel foul.
That was a Jeff Mel foul. Great call on that. That will be forever dubbed Jeff Mel foul, as Ole definitely did not let Scooby Lewis get a good shot off.
Scooby Lewis again has a chance to impact the game with some free throws and stopping Duke's momentum.
Yeah, 20-point game as Lewis hits the first here with that spiky haircut that seems always to be, that spiky mohawk always seems to be on point for Scooby Lewis. So I love his hair. I think Scooby Lewis has the best hair in the game. Maybe Time Lord though. His hair's pretty sweet too. That little red afro.
That's not fair to the guys like me who don't have hair.
That's true. That's true. Well, you might be the best non-hair guy in the league. So there's a few of them. Jacob McKnight's up there too. Cooksey I think has no hair, right? So or Cobb has no hair. I don't know. I like the bald guys though.
I'd like to see Duke get some points here, that's for sure.
Table battle, step back jumper, and there's your points right there as the freshman hits the step back jumper there from 15 feet. It's a 19-point game. You know, after a 17-0 run, this has only been a 2-point game since.
And a game like this is going to help define Fable Battle and help prepare him. This is a good war game for him as he gets into bigger games throughout his career.
Yeah, and going into the ACC, definitely going to prepare him for this. Definitely, you know, it's a test game for Duke, and it's you know, this is the kind of game you want to play against a team like Oregon to see where you're really at. They got that upset win last week, but this is a really good gauge of where they're at heading into the ACC next week.
And Carson Boyd back on the court, he's had a lot of opportunity for some production, and so I'm curious to see if they go back to him. He had a lot of luck earlier.
Yeah, the ball with Battle. Battle goes up, blocked by Gleasack out of bounds, so Duke will have the ball with 1.2 seconds on the shot clock. So we'll see what play they draw up out of bounds here. I'm looking for maybe a lob inside to Carson Boyd or a quick three off a screen for Ritter.
Yeah, I really feel they need to get Carson Boyd going again and see what he can't force.
They get Ritter, three-pointers up and can't get it to go. Ball with Boyd, and Boyd can't get it to go, but Boyd looks pretty good. I mean, he's only a freshman, but you gotta love what you're seeing out of this freshman group with Marquis, Battle, Boyd, and Time Lord.
And he's matching up against Davis, and that is not an easy matchup. But he is holding his own, and you gotta love for a freshman to be able to play against Davis in the way that he is. You got to take that as a win.
Yeah, you definitely do. The ball, Ritter throws it off the back of Time Lord. He gets it back though. Time Lord drives in, goes up with the running hook shot and finishes the runner there. So good shot by Time Lord. I think that's his first bucket of the game. So they need to get him going a little bit too.
But Carson Boyd was right there with the screen to allow that. So Carson Boyd is a huge part of this offense, but it's not a name that we hear a lot of. But he's making his name known early.
It's kind of like that offensive lineman, right? Just does a lot of the dirty work, doesn't get a lot of the praise, but definitely a guy that Duke relies on to do the little things. Scooby Lewis step back or fadeaway jumper. That was beautiful off one foot there.
That is not even right what he just did to that player. I mean, that's just nasty.
That was pretty right there. As Fable Battle tries to drive in, gets tipped and stolen by Lewis. That's 2-on-2 as Duke does a good job getting back after the turnover. They go down to Gleasack, reverse layup up, no good, rebounded by Ritter.
And Duke got lucky, good defensive pressure down there. They got a chance to come get these points right back.
Fable Battle hits the three, so Battle's getting going a little bit here, maybe growing up before our eyes.
You got to love to see another freshman.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, Battle's, like we said, Battle's a guy that's I think Battle's the future of this Duke team. So it's nice to see him get going here in the second half a little.
And look at the defense again with another turnover.
Marquis over to Battle. Jumper up and can't get it to go. Look who's there. Carson Boyd got the putback and the foul. So, David, I mean, I love what I'm seeing out of this young group from Duke. These are a lot of freshmen that are really just kind of getting used to the college game. But you got to, if you're looking, 2 years down the road, this looks great for Duke.
It does. They've got the players in place. If they can keep them together, the transfer portal always gets a little bit crazy, but if they can keep this team together, they're going to be in great shape.
Yeah, for sure. It's 55-39. Carson Boyd at the line to try to convert here. Try to cut it to a 15-point game. Like I said, after that 17-0 run, it's been even. I mean, Duke even give Duke maybe the little edge here, but he can't convert. It's still a 14 or 16-point game now.
It's a good game. This is what we thought it would be. Cancel the first 3-4 minutes of the game, and this is exactly what we expected.
Yeah, great Cooksey. Misfires a three there. Duke gets the rebound. Joe Matthew has the ball. Looks like they're looking for Jordan Scott. They go up top to Carson Boyd, rather, and he finishes. A nice second option there from Matthew to Boyd. It looks like Grayson James just lost Carson.
Yeah, and I think he's approaching 10 points. I think he's pretty close to it. And again, he's averaging 6 a game, so he's kind of the unsung hero tonight for Duke and keeping them going.
The ball with Cooksey now, 14-point game. Ball now Grayson James guarded by Boyd. Back up top to Cooksey. They're gonna go pick and roll with James and Cooksey. Cooksey pull up three, got it to go again. That's his third of the night.
Cooksey is just deadly accurate from that 3-point line.
Yeah, you got to step up on him. If you're getting a pick and roll, you get that help defender has to step up on Cooksey. He's gonna drill open threes all night.
It's very rare for a miss, and a couple possessions ago he did miss one, but he comes right back. I love his confidence.
Boyd fadeaway jumper, not the best look there from the freshman as Grayson James clears the rebound, gets it ahead to Cobb. Cobb's going to fire his from the top of the key. He can't get it to go. The rebound chased down by Boyd.
That was an interesting little possession right there. We'd like to see Oregon do a little bit different there, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, Scott gets blocked there by a couple ducks as Boogie Williams with the ball. Boyd's got a mismatch, so they're going to go to him. Boyd goes 2 dribbles, left-hand jump hook up, rattles in and out, no good. I would like to see him try to be a little more aggressive backing down the smaller Santos there.
Yeah, he definitely needed to take it. That's a freshman play, though.
Yeah.
If he's a junior, he's probably backing that down all the way and getting 2 points and probably a foul. But these are the plays that are going to help teach him and prepare him as he.
I completely agree with that. That's a great analysis there. So Luke Siegel pull-up jumper is good. We're just seeing the veteran. We're seeing the experience of Oregon right now trump the youth of Duke.
Yeah, definitely. But Duke is going to, as we've said, Duke will be fine. They'll be in good spot here in the next season or so. These players just need to keep coming out for Duke and just keep fighting through this.
Yeah, Jordan Scott hits the pull-up there. Like you said, we saw what they could do last week against UNLV. They upset a very good UNLV basketball team. So we're fully aware of what Duke can do and what they're capable of. So, and this game's not even over really. It's a 17-point game going into the fourth. Duke's got some left in the tank.
Yeah, they do. It's nice seeing Jordan Scott getting going. He's not a huge scorer, but 7 points a game, and I believe it was his first basket a minute ago. So to see him get going, that's really going to help maybe boost this offense.
Yeah, Diego Santos hits the 3 right before the end of the quarter. Scott's heave is no good, so we're going to head to the fourth at 63-43. Oregon on top of Duke here on the CSBA. Don't go anywhere. We're going to come back for the fourth quarter. So back here to Oregon for the start of the fourth quarter. It looks like we'll have our State Farm assist of the game. You thought it was going to be that alley-oop to Babbage. I think it should be, and I think it is. Scooby Lewis up top to Joseph Babbage. Good call on that, David.
Yeah, and that was probably one of the best passes of the game. So you can't argue that one bit.
State Farm got it right. I think Wired started paying them a little more. They were a little sketchy in season 1, but they've picked it up. They've picked it up since.
Yeah, so here we are. We're in the fourth quarter. Duke fighting back. I would love to see them draw this game a little bit closer and give these freshmen something to work with moving forward.
Yeah, I agree. Moral victories there as Cooksey gets the bucket and the foul against Ole. I think Cooksey is up to 14 or 13 points in the game now. So another good game by Cooksey, who is one of the best sixth men in our league. Definitely provides a lot of scoring for this Oregon team off the bench.
Yeah, and Duke is not out of it. Duke has made a few runs tonight. I mean, there are 7 minutes and 47 seconds. They're going to have to get a lot of stops, but I mean, they're not out of it. I'd like to see them just keep their foot on the gas and see what they can't do.
Yeah, great teams keep their foot on the gas pedal, right? They don't let up, and that's why teams like Oregon find themselves in the Final Four like they did last year after upsetting Oklahoma State in the tournament. So Oregon's battle tested. That's for sure.
Yeah, they are, and they had a great battle last week, and this week, they're facing the surge of Duke, and so these are all games that are going to help come conference time.
Boogie Williams gets the 3 to go there. JUCO transfer Boogie Williams. So 66-46, the ball with Babbage here on the wing. Goes down to Devin Davis. Davis takes 2 dribbles to the middle. Now jump hook up and good. Nice move from Devin Davis. Almost impossible to guard there when he gets that deep into the ring.
Doug Ole, there wasn't much he can do there. He put his hands up, but Davis was just too strong.
Williams over to Joe Matthew. Matthew looks like they're trying to look backdoor to Richard Thomas. Instead, they'll go pick and roll. He has to pick up his dribble here, so now he finds Ole. Ole driving, kicks it out to Jordan Scott. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Scott dribbles twice to the right. Now pull-up jumper. That's up and no good. Rebound chased down by Babbage.
definitely would have liked to see them make that, but they just got to stay focused here.
Santos gets the layup in transition here, so it's 70-46. And like you said, don't lose focus here if you're the young Duke Blue Devils. There's Joe Matthew with the ball on the wing. Gets it over to Jordan Scott. He's going to go pick and roll here with Ole. Scott comes off the pick and roll. Attacks hard downhill. That's what I love to see right there from Jordan Scott. That was a beautiful play, David. The change of pace to get downhill against Devin Davis.
Yeah, and Jordan Scott forced his way in there. That was great. He got the and one, and that's going to bring some life into Duke. So right now they got to make this free throw, and they got to realize there's still 6.5 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, what I loved most about that play is, Scott came off that screen. Devin Davis was kind of flat-footed, so Scott read that and just changed pace and attacked downhill, and Davis really couldn't stay with him
there. Yeah, and adding the fouls here in the fourth quarter, these fouls are going to make a huge difference in to see who's going to be on the court for Oregon in the closing minutes.
They are for sure. 70-48. Jordan Scott trying to convert the three-point play. He does, so it's 70-49 now. Starters in for both teams, it looks like. As Gleasack trying to drive in for Oregon, goes over the right hand, no good, rebounded by Ole. We'll see if Duke can push here and get a quick one. As Time Lord now with the ball goes over to Ole. Ole on the top of the key, not probably the guy you want with the ball out on the perimeter. As he's looking for somebody to give it to, he gives it to Marquis. Marquis drives in now, got two guys on him, goes up, tries to go up, actually kicks the Time Lord, and Lord can't finish, but rebounded by Lewis. Lewis is everywhere, David.
Yeah, he is. And that's in the games that I've seen, that's all he does is he's all over the court.
Something else he's been everywhere. That pass to Babbage, I think, is his third assist to Babbage tonight. So that connection has been there all night for Oregon as he gets the foul and the bucket, and Ole picks up his fourth.
And Ole has been huge for them tonight. He averages 4.5 rebounds a game, but he's had several critical rebounds. Really, part of the offense, the ball is moving through him, and his movement without the ball has really helped open the court up for Duke when they've had success.
Yeah, Scooby Lewis has got to love these games where he's not relied upon to score and he can kind of just, facilitate. He's been doing that all night. He's done a really good job.
Yeah, and he has fun. You could tell with some players are out there and they just have a lot of fun, and he is just one of those. He's out there having a blast.
Yeah, he does plays good defense on Ritter there as Ritter misses the layup. Lewis with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Babbage. Now Babbage back on the wing, gets it over to Gleasack. Gleasack back up to Scooby Lewis. Now Lewis going to go pick and roll here with Johnny Ward. They get the switch, so look for Lewis to try to isolate here. Now he's going to go pick and roll with Devin Davis, and he's going to pull a three from the top of the key. He can't get it to go. Babbage, I thought it was going to fly in for another putback dunk, but Ward gets the rebound. And he hop steps in once, left-handed jump hook, no good, rebound Lord.
When Babbage first got the ball in that possession, I thought we were fixing to see him return the favor to Lewis with some of their passes, but they didn't do it. But they had opportunity for backdoor pass.
Yeah, I thought so as well. As Ritter now with the ball over to Marquis, guarded by Devin Davis. They're going to go pick and roll with Ole. Marquis is going to fire a three. That's up and good. Nice shot by Stephen Marquis.
Again, Ole was part of that, though. Ole's screen helped free that up. So you got to love what Ole's doing in this offense.
Yeah, timeout. Oregon will take this chance to talk about our next game coming up. Clemson versus Kentucky, David, coming up at 10 p.m. Eastern here on Twitch. Clemson 2-0. Kentucky coming off a big win last week, 1-1. What are you looking forward to in that game?
Well, Kentucky really wants that championship. And, we hear everyone talk about how we've got some deficiencies. And, some people say that, and then Kentucky will say they're ready. So it's time for Kentucky to show that they're able to win the big games. They got one last week. You got to win more than one. And as we get ready for conference play, what kind of momentum will Kentucky have going into the conference play?
Yeah,
that's what I'm interested to see.
Yeah, I think for Clemson, you get 2 wins to open the season, but now you get to face an opponent like Kentucky. And whenever you get to face a top 10 team like Kentucky, this is really a statement game for the Tigers. So I think we're really going to find out who the Clemson Tigers are tonight against Kentucky.
Yeah, if Clemson goes into next week 3-0 with a huge victory against Kentucky, I feel sorry for who they have to face because their confidence is going to be riding pretty high.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll see that coming into at 10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to see that one. Ward will be streaming that. Gleasack with the ball goes down to Johnny Ward. Ward goes up, fouled by Ritter. So Ward will go to the line for 2 here. It's a 21-point game, but a nice draw to play out at the timeout.
Oregon got to take time to stop Duke's momentum, and here they come out and they get to the line. And if they can get Duke in some trouble, that could really slow their momentum down.
Yeah, for sure. So Ward is a guy that is not going to get talked about a ton. We mentioned that a lot. He's kind of what you would call a glue guy for Oregon. He's just going to do everything for this Oregon Ducks team, but he's probably not going to get the glory that Davis or Scooby Lewis or even Cooksey get.
He's averaging 6 rebounds a game, so he's doing a lot of the dirty work. He is getting 9 points a game. He's just all over the place, and you got to love it.
Yeah, he hits 1 and 2 free throws there, extends the lead to 22 as Time Lord gets the rebound and pushes up the court for Duke, goes over to Ritter. Ritter trying to drive in against Lewis, throws an errant pass and goes out of bounds. Davis tipped that one out of bounds. So Duke will have the ball here with 15 seconds left in the shot clock. That is not the correct. Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to have seen Ritter maybe try to make a play there instead of pass out of it.
I would too. I mean, that's such a tough guard there with Lewis guarding him. As I just don't think Ritter found or saw that he had an edge against Lewis. So he got kind of stuck in no man's land there, if you will. But Lord hits the jumper there.
And Oregon is shooting 54% from the field tonight. That is a pretty good percentage, and that's why they're in the spot they are right now.
Yeah, they've looked in control, and they've just looked composed the entire game. Watching games, David, they haven't looked like they panicked one time in this game.
Oh, correct. They have a play and they run it, and they don't let anything stop them. As you see, a great 3-pointer right there.
Scooby Lewis hits the step back 3 from about 28 feet as the shot clock expired. To put Oregon up 23 as the ball stolen now by Ward. Ward's going to go 2-on-1. Ward trying to get to the basket, kicks it over to Babbage, who drives left, goes up and fouled by Marquis. So, like I said, Oregon just in firm control of this game.
Yeah. And we're at week 3. We're just on week 3, so it's almost too early to talk about this. But Scooby Lewis is putting his name in the hat, Offensive Player of the Year. You could make a conversation for Defensive Player of the Year with his hustle.
Yeah, Scooby Lewis has been a victim of the small forward position being so stacked in the league with Trey Upton and O'Good and Mike Coco. And now you add guys like Brock Lee to that group and Shane Page. The small forward position, yourself, the small forward position is stacked in the CSBA. So I think Scooby Lewis definitely doesn't get the love that he deserves, but he's definitely one of my favorite players to watch.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the most exciting players.
Both free throws good there from Babbage as Oregon pushes the lead to 79-54. Jonel Ritter with the ball with 3.5 minutes left in the game. Ritter now goes behind his back, kicks it over to Marquis. Marquis is going to pull up a 3 from the wing. That's up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lewis. And maybe the last possession for the Oregon Starters before they get checked out.
Yeah. I need to know what kind of hair gel Lewis uses.
Yeah. I don't know if he's in chat, but somebody needs to tell me. I think I've asked him that question before. I definitely want to buy some. Not that I have that much hair to do that, but yeah, it's a great hair look. 5 seconds.
And it doesn't move.
It doesn't ever move. He gets hit and just stays. Off the glass there. That's probably why he's so good. He's got like some equilibrium stuff with that hair as he hits the bank shot there. Someone said,
we need to check.
Scooby uses moose urine mixed with cornstarch. That's quite the mixture there.
Oh, God. At least it's urine.
Yeah,
I guess it could be worse.
Sterile, right? The ball with Ward. Ward goes back door to Scooby Lewis. Reverse layup is good. So Lewis has got this last 7 points for Oregon. And it's 83-54. Just over 2 minutes left here in the game.
He is one of the last players that Duke wants to see get going right now.
Yeah, this late in the game, Scooby Lewis just getting going off. I mean, really getting going offensively. But nice job by Carson Boyd getting the offensive rebound and the putback. Carson Boyd's done a really good job tonight. I know you mentioned him a couple times. I like what I'm seeing out of the young freshman.
Yeah, I think that he's got a lot of potential, and I think this game is only going to elevate him to the next level.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me, it's about looking for a team like Duke. I mean, yes, they got a huge win last week against UNLV. Do I think they're going to be contenders this season? Probably not, but their youth, their freshman class is very talented. So when I'm looking, 2 years down the road when these guys are, coming into their own, I think Duke can be a contender at least in the ACC at that point with the group they have, if they all stay.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a great core, and it's only going to be that much easier to recruit when next season when they're mentioning some of the names that they have in these games where Boyd and is showing out, and Ritter and Marquise. I mean, they got to keep pushing the ball and keep making a name for himself.
Yeah, Babbage built jumper no good. Boyd rebound pushed ahead to Jordan Scott. 1.5 minutes left. Morales 3-pointer, that's up and good. The walk-on hits the 3 there for Duke. Duke shooting 15 for 31 here in the second half, so just about 50% here for the Blue Devils.
I love Duke's fight. Yes, the score is as close as they'd like. You know what? They keep playing and they keep putting forth all the effort they can.
Yeah. Diego Santos gets the layup there.
Yeah, last week Santos he was a great drive or a great spark of energy for Oregon. He can really get the whole offense rolling really well.
Ball with Jordan Scott. There's some chatter going on in the chat between I think T-Cos came into the chat today. I haven't seen him this season before, but he's been chatting. I know he's part of UConn, so we'll see if he can live up to his talk.
Yeah, his time on the court will come soon.
It will come. They got a tough one. They get North Carolina this week, so we'll see if we'll see what he's about. As Jordan Scott's 3-pointer is no good, pulled down by Oregon ahead to Santos. We'll see if Oregon holds here for one.
You just want to see Duke just continue to fight here, and even in this last possession. I love their energy and not just standing around.
Yeah, Morales at the top of the key, 8 seconds left. Looks like Duke's just going to dribble the clock out here. So that's probably going to do it for us. Morales actually going to fire a shot and can't hit. But Oregon takes this one, 85-59. David, how good were the Ducks tonight? We've seen them play this year a few times, and, they just seem so, like I said, composed the entire game.
Yeah, they just do what they want to do. They're going to be scary this year. Definitely expect them to be in the Final Four. And these games, I mean, they're going to be pretty scary. I know Kansas has won 2 straight championships, and it's too early to say who's going to win a championship this year. But I think Oregon has learned so much over last season and going into this season. They're a different team, and anyone that plays Oregon better be able to force them to miss some shots and make some mistakes. Otherwise, you're done for.
Yeah, Oregon's definitely going to be a contender in the league. Pac-12 tournament champions last year, got to the Final Four, upset Oklahoma State. So definitely a team looking to return. I think they're stronger this year for sure. Taking a look at some stats, Oregon shot 52% in the game, 50% from 3 and 91% for the free throw line. So definitely over that 50, 40, 90 mark that you all shoot for in your offensive game. Duke shot 38%, 25 from 3, 62 from the free throw line. The one bright spot maybe for Duke was the offensive rebounds. They had 13 offensive boards, which is something probably a big contribution from Carson Boyd.
Yeah, and what I love about Duke's numbers, look at their bench points. Their bench scored about half the points. Now you want your starter scoring more. Their bench came off and really was productive. So when their starters, Ritter and Marquis, start getting going, that bench is right there to support them. That could be a really dangerous combination.
Yeah, that's definitely a great analysis there, seeing that the bench contributed 29 points to the game. And like you say, you get those starters going a little bit and you still keep up with the bench points, then you're going to see kind of like what Oregon did tonight, right? So 33 points from the bench, and their starters contributed 52 of those points. So there's a blueprint right there for the Blue Devils to work on. On the Duke side, 12-7 for Carson Boyd, their best player on the night by far. Jordan Scott had 12. Fable Battle had 10. So a couple of freshmen there. Jonell Ritter had 7, 5, and 2. On the Oregon side, Scooby Lewis had 18, 6, and 2. Greg Cooksey had 14, 3 for 5 from the three-point line. Babbage had 11 and 6, and Devin Davis had 11 and 12. So what stood out to you? What stood out to you there?
Cooksey's 14 points off the bench. The Oregon had 33 points off the bench, and he had 14 of them by himself. So he was really a huge spark. Allowed Ward and allowed Scooby Lewis to be able to sit on the bench a little bit and stay rested. But um, you got to love just how well balanced Oregon's offense is.
Yeah, for sure. They're scary for sure. They're scary for sure. I mean, Lewis, Davis, Babbage, and then Cooksey off the bench. Gleasack contributes as well. They're tough for any team to play them. I'm glad I'm not in the Pac-12 to have to play Oregon. We got to taste that last year in the tournament, and it was not fun. So, but yeah, it was a great game, and looking forward to the next game coming up here in about 20 minutes. We got Clemson and Kentucky. Should be another great battle. David, any last words?
Man, the CSBA is fun. Make sure you're sharing, so everyone else can be watching it. But pay attention, these teams are scary.
Yeah, it's gonna be early seasons. Some of the most fun basketball to watch because you really get to see what teams are made of. So we're gonna see that for sure in the next game. But everybody in chat, we appreciate you guys. David, appreciate you. But for David Ware, I'm Nighthawk, guys. We'll see you in 20 minutes with Clemson and Kentucky.
I'll have a good night.